Hello and welcome to another great video game ideas not used podcast, GVGINU for short. This is another great video game ideas not used redo podcast, and today's subject is a game that I have always had near and dear to my heart ever since the first coming of it back on the SNES, and that is F-Zero. Now, I chose this as the subject for my GVGINU redo solely because I have this strange inkling of feeling that Nintendo is an F-Zero game this year for E3. Now, I don't know how much stock can be put into that thought, but it has been a while since a new F-Zero game has made. The last one being F-Zero Climax for the GBA back in 2004, which was in Japan only. Yep, Japan only. So the only way that you would be able to play it is if you imported the game or you play it on an emulator if you're outside of Japan. Fine by me, but I would have liked localization for other territories as well. Either way, I mean, F-Zero has been, like I said, one of my favorite series for a very, very long time, and I can't hide that. I have had a deep love of that racing series for for as long as I can remember it. And I was a little saddened that they didn't make a Wii version for F-Zero or like a Wii game for F-Zero. And I'm hoping and praying that Nintendo decides, hey, now is the perfect time to unleash a new F-Zero game. We have the Wii U, which is far more powerful than the Wii. We have our touchscreen controller, and we can do a number of different things with it, and a lot of ways for the game. One thing, such thing that I can think of would be cockpit, like a cockpit view while you're playing the game. Whereas you can use your TV screen to see the outside of your car, and you can use the touchscreen controller to see the inside of it. Have to be so, but it's just one thought. Another thing would be if Nintendo was going to go back and allow the car builder that they had in F-Zero GX would be to use the touchscreen to put your car together so that you can use it in game. Like when you do your own custom cars and parts and things like that. Another option would be, which would be great if they decide to do the track editor again, like they had in F-Zero Climax, to use the touchpad controller, well, the tablet controller, in order to build your track, and that would also be that would really be awesome to be truthful, but we'll see. And I apologize for the noises which you're hearing my tablet go off. So, but there's not much I can do about that. It's just inopportune timing, and I don't want to re-record everything that I just said. But I don't know. It's just for some reason that is on my mind, and it's in the back of my head, and I'm saying, well, E3 is right around the corner. Nintendo is kind of behind. They need to do something to really impress people. And I honestly think F-Zero is probably one of those things. I mean, it would be amazing that they could get that team back together that did F-Zero GX. F-Zero GX and AX, I should say, because I mean, I haven't played AX at all, but since I now know that there is part of F-Zero AX and F-Zero GX, I'm going to find a way to unlock it on my game and play it. But yeah, I would really hope that Nintendo would do that. I mean, they've had some bad press as of late with the whole Let's Play thing, so I'm hoping that once they get that straightened out, that they move on to doing stuff that we as fans that have been playing their games for years want to actually be able to play. And I've seen so many people, plenty of people, talking about how much they want F-Zero for another F-Zero game. And I cannot agree with them more. I mean, it's just there's no reason to not have another F-Zero game. And honestly, if they would have made one on the Wii, I'm pretty damn sure it would have been an amazing racing game. But they didn't do that. I'm not going to fault them for it. I mean, it happens. F-Zero F-Zero Wii U or whatever the hell they want to call it, make it. I mean, fuck, it would be better if they called it Maximum Velocity or something like that, but I think they already did that. If I remember correctly. But either way, they need a brand new F-Zero game. That's just how I feel. And I'm pretty sure plenty of other people do as well. So I will link in the description below the article that this particular podcast pertains to, if you would like to read it over for what I said about F-Zero and also the other games that I talked about within that same article. I know the F-Zero portion isn't all that big, but it was, like I said, it was on my mind, and I wanted to just like put it out that they should do that. It would be an awesome, amazing, beautiful thing if Nintendo did that. And as much as I like Nintendo, I'm going to be a very heavy critic of them as well if they make mistakes and do stupid shit, just like I would with any other company that's out there. But I really want. I mean, it's just like, come on, F-Zero is a classic series. You have to make another one. I mean, it's not like it's like an old style that they're doing. Like they've evolved it each time they've made a new game. So I want to see what direction they taken in now with the Wii U and the many things that they can do with the tablet controller and the different forms of play they will offer, like with the Wii Remote Nunchuck, with just the Wii Remote, or with the Pro controller, and with the tablet controller, and even with like the classic controller attachment for the Wii Remote. There are so many different ways this game could be played that I want to see what they do with it. I mean, one option would even be to use the tablet controller as a wheel and use the balance board for footing, like for your pedals. That would be an awesome concept. It's just that I want to see what they can do. I want to see them do a lot of innovation like they talk about doing all of the time. Nintendo is a company that wants to make games fun, but they want to make it fun in new ways. And the things that I just said, new ways to come on. It would be awesome ways to go ahead and set that game up to be played. And it would also be nice to have like an online race mode where up to 30 people can actually play and race in different cars. That would be fucking amazing for F-Zero, and it would make me so happy to play it. There would be no doubt in my mind that I would have to have that game. None. And it's not like it isn't possible. Nintendo can do it, but I don't know if they will. Now, my heart and soul is set with this thought for some reason. I don't know exactly why, but Nintendo, don't disappoint me. Come on, put out an F-Zero game for the Wii U. Just drop the bomb on us like we won. I mean, that Nintendo Direct last month, it was okay, but it wasn't spectacular like I was hoping for. And I am hoping that they do something really big, and that is what I'm waiting to see. So even though that they are not doing presentations at E3, not like big, super developed presentations, they are doing the Nintendo Directs, and I want to hear some really good fucking news, because I will be looking at everything. But that's all I have to say. I've spattered on for like 10 minutes, so I'm going to get off of here right now. Thank you for listening in. I hope that you enjoyed it, and hope that you will continue to enjoy my random talks and the things that I say when it comes to video games. Keep an eye out for more videos and more articles, as I am still writing them. And hopefully you will subscribe, because I like people and I want people to like me. I've said that like I don't know how many times in different videos now. But thank you, and hopefully you enjoyed this. Like I said, I want people to enjoy it, and I want them to think about the things that I say. And keep an eye out for more of my stuff. And until the next time.